Hello, 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 everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, Capricorns. Gonna get started here. I am Patty. I'm your empath here to do intuitive tarot. And I also do intuitive coaching, which is sort of divine counseling, but it is through not the secular. So it is something that you can basically get divine wisdom from for whatever things are going on in your journey. So you can find out more information below either through Get Balance 2020 or Winner Circle. That's my leather. That's my leather. Through Divine Warrior Intuitive. So I do have a new Oracle deck I'm excited to use. My daughter gave to me for Christmas this year. So I'll be using that today and giving it some of my new energies for the new year. So happy new year, because this reading for you guys, if you are watching it before, is for not only the full moon, but also to the new year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So the full moon is coming in on the 29th, but we've already started those energies. So I'm filming this on the 27th. So we've already started those energies, and they are going to, be full moon on the 29th, and then they're going to carry almost into the new year. So this is now, we are in not the age of Aquarius, people. A lot of astronomers are getting really upset about that. People are calling it the age of the Aquarius. It's not, but we are moved into Aquarius on the 21st with the grand conjunction. So this is really, really changing our energies for the new year and beyond. This is going to carry for generations to come, for at least 20 more years. So if you haven't seen the video on the grand conjunction here, I recorded it, so it's on there for you to watch. Really good information to be proactive for this new year rather than reactive. Things to look for, things to watch for, energies to feel. So that is something I would suggest that if you haven't watched it for Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, maybe take a peek at it, because it will help you out in the long run, and you'll probably understand more what I'm talking about as well. So the 29th, just remember all these energies that are happening right now are going to be happening through the first of the year for the full moon. For the conjunction, this is going to be centuries. And it's also, we're making history. I'm not going to go into it. You can watch the video, but we are making history. A lot of people do not have a clue. We are making history at this time because we're living in it and we're trying to survive it. We can't really recognize it now. 50 years, 100 years, 200, 300, 400 years, they're going to talk about this time in the world, not just the United States. So very interesting. Please go back and watch it. I couldn't even give all the information on that video because it's just too packed. It's just too packed. So I unpacked as much as I could. So let's get started. This is the 28th through the 3rd of January. And this is going to be the current energies. One oracle is going to be for the current energies. The second oracle is going to be for the energies moving in beyond the first, to see what we're going to bring. So I do have a live full moon video coming up, and I also have a fun thing on New Year's Day. This is your time to shine. Ask questions, inquire. If you want me to tell stories about my hoo-hoo-ness, my supernatural stuff that happens, whatever it is, this is your time in your feed, what you want, comments and feedback, and maybe pick a card, or if you want me to pull a card for whatever. If you have a question and you want me to pull a card, this is your time. So this is a fun time to bring in joy and positive energies, lift our vibrations for the new year. So I hope you join me at 11 o'clock on the 1st, and just have some fun, meet some new people with the same interests and energies as we do. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I need the current energies for the 28th through the 3rd, please. The cow. Within the cow is about nourishment and abundance and asking and receiving. So again, the cow is very specific. They're very specific in what you're asking and what you want to receive. This is the sort of the law of attraction. However, law of attraction doesn't really understand unless you're specific. Same with divine. If you say, I want a house, he's going to like say, I'm not going to give you a house. I don't know what kind of house you want. You want a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom? You want a mansion? You want, you know, what's realistic in your goal? You want a 3-bedroom house, but you can afford a 1-bedroom. You know, these kind of things. These are very specific, and we'll get into those. And then, ooh, we got love. Now, if we look at this is sort of an interesting photo that Colette has used for this oracle, because when I first looked at it, I thought that's sort of odd, you know, because love is intertwined and she used steps. But this is what love is about. Love is about each step you take, each time you grow with the person, each level you grow with that person, you get to the top, and then you have love. And it is work. It's work getting up those steps. It is work moving to those levels. It is work trying to bring those 2 rings together. It is work. So love is work, but love has also a lot of things that we'll share. I'm getting some downloads already, so we'll see what we've got going here. But remember, our first main energy is the cow. Now, with the cow, like the other signs this week, is all about bettering yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. So the first word for the cow is nourishment. We need to nourish ourselves, refuel ourselves. As an empath, if I do not refuel myself, I get really exhausted, and that's because everything I'm taking in, I need to also refuel and be able to. It's a give and take kind of thing. So I refuel. I go out, and in fact, right here where I'm sitting, I refuel as I look out to. I've got this humongous pine tree out my window. I love it. If that thing ever falls, I'm going to cry. But the thing is, I pull in that energies from the trees. So nourishing myself, even in the instance I am talking to you or whatever I am doing in my day, it's extremely important that I nourish myself and receive energies as I give energies, if that makes sense. Okay. But also too, if I do that, I'm beginning to get a balance in my life, which you want to seek for. Balance is because that's when abundance begins. Because once we get in balance and we understand how spirit works. Now, most people say, well, you know, I don't believe in that, but you have to understand my channel is about the divine and the spirit and what we receive and what we give, because it's not earthly, it's not secular. So earthly secular is circumstantial. It can go like this, you know, and the reason why the divine has me doing this is because he wants you to be on a joy ride, basically. Okay. So we're on a roller coaster on the earth enough as it is. So the abundance comes once we realize and figure out for ourselves, because every person's journey is different. So whatever that balance is for you, mind, spirit, and body, then that balance comes in, and then you can become abundant. It's sort of like when I help on Get Balanced 2020, the coaching, the life coaching, it's always about love. People want love. People want to find a boyfriend. People want to find a girlfriend. What am I doing wrong dating? What am I doing? But the thing is, you have to work with yourself first and understand you first. And then if you can bring somebody in, then that's when the love work starts to happen. And those steps can be built and shared. And then you can actually get to the abundance, which is the joy and whatever it is in your journey that you want. All right. So let's get started and see what else Divine has to share with us. And this is card 2. Yes. So the cow is also, she's got it as 20, which is 2 in numerology, is also about balance. I don't make this up, everybody. And 9, and she's got this card as 45, and 45 is 9 in numerology, and that is very intense. This is very intense process. It's a very intense work to actually have love and be loved and show love. Now I'm talking about sort of like a a dating or that kind of a love relationship. If you're in your family, you have to accept them for whoever they are, whatever they are. So why can't we do that in a normal relationship? Accept them where they are, where they're at in their process, their learning, their journey, their growth. Love them where they are, lift them up, keep lifting them up. That's why the divine brings them in. Now, if the divine hasn't brought them in, you will know it because it's manipulated. Somebody has manipulated to make that relationship begin to flourish. That is not a divine intervention, and that usually doesn't last. And I'll go into that some other time. Okay, so we have the Fool as the first card out. New beginnings, fresh newness, something come. The new year is coming up in your week, and that is the beginning of something fresh and new. It is something to begin to think about the process for the new year of what and how you want it to go. However, you can think about it and plan about it, but just remember this next year is a lot about flexibility, a lot about how you are going to adjust with that, the new year and the changes, because we're not done. Everybody thinks, oh yes, the new year, the new year. COVID's still moving into the new year. We're not. We're in the beginning of the birthing canal, so it is not ended yet. So people are like, yes, it is going to, and we all are looking forward to the future and for it to end. But the thing is, what are you going to do with it when it does end? Because the world is not going to be the same. Everybody's like, I just want to go back the way it was. It's not going to be that way. So what is your world going to be like in the future? Where are you going to plan to go? What do you plan to do? What is 2020 going to bring you? Where are you on your spiritual journey with the divine to listen to your intuition to where it's going to take you? Or you're not even listening to your intuition, because your intuition tells you. That's your GPS. That's your source. That's where you hear the divine, where you're supposed to be going. That is where you get your nourishment, your abundance. Yes, exactly. Where you get, where you ask. Your intuition. I talk, it's really funny because a lot of people would think I'm totally a nutcase, because I literally talk to them nonstop all day. What do you want me to go? Do you want me to touch them? Do you want me to talk to them? Do you not want me to talk to them if I'm in the grocery store? Not always, but I am talking because I want that relationship. And I listen to my intuition. If I'm in the store and I get a look and something says, if I get it, I call them drop thoughts. If I get a drop thought and it says smile at that person, maybe they just need that day. So I smile. Probably think I'm nuts. Don't care, because that's the divine telling me to smile, but maybe it's going to be. I did something yesterday that made somebody cry out of joy. And I was like, really? That's all they needed. So anyway, you got to listen to your intuition. Listen to those little words that are talking to you in a positive manner. You got to be careful, because yes, the if you want to call it the devil or the yang or the negative or whatever can come in. So you got to really know who you're listening to. You have to know your maker's voice. So where is that going for you in the future, for the future, for your spiritual side? Because the Hierophant is the 2021 card of the year. You are going to see spiritual come out of the woodwork all year. All year you're going to see it come out. But for you guys, Capricorns, you've also got some harvest coming. King of Pentacles. It's about your harvest of your work, or harvest of whatever you're wanting to do for your career, your goal, whatever. So if you've got an idea and it's being planted, this is the time to do it before the full moon, because on the full moon, we plant that seed and then we begin to let that seed grow. How we take care of the garden makes a huge difference if this happens or not. But this is the King of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles wants you to have that abundance. King of Pentacles and there may be resources coming your way to teach you how to do that. So you'll hear me in the 2021 talk about the garden a lot, because we are right now in a self-examination. The spiritual 2021 is a self-examination. How do we grow better? How do we make things abundant? How do we balance things? How do we make things work? But what's really interesting, you got some power here in this right now. I'll tell you right now, because huge. There is a power couple, the King and Queen of Wands, right behind that. So there is some massive, powerful energies coming towards you. And this could be, again, if you're in a relationship or you're going to be starting, maybe 2021 is your year, because this is a power couple. This is a power couple that knows how to communicate. This is a power couple that knows how to make things happen and help others in a communication. Maybe you're thinking about becoming a teacher or a mentor or something like that. Or maybe your partner is, and you're going to help them through that process. So a lot of the times we think within ourselves and don't think for others, but maybe there's somebody coming to you because that person is got the gift, the ability that the divine has given them. But a lot of the times we need to be that support system. And it doesn't matter if you're a man to a woman or a woman to a man, doesn't matter. Whoever that opposite partner is, you are to be their support system, to lift them up, to believe in them, to lift them to their abilities to grow. That's what love is. If you don't do that, or if you're in a relationship that's not happening, that support, that lifting up, that like, yeah, you can do it, then that's not a love relationship. Love is kind, love is giving, love is never keeping record and blah, 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 blah. So the thing is that this is where this is going to go. This is huge. Somebody's got a phenomenal year coming, but this is we're focusing in. Excuse me, focusing in on this week. This week is about setting yourself up. Thank you. So they said set yourself up for success. That just came in. Set yourself up for success. A lot of people, well, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Well, that's why I do Get Balanced 2020. So there's a lot of free videos there for you. However, to set yourself up for success, you have to have an idea, a vision, and you have to have a plan. And that plan could be month to month. That plan could be year to year. That plan, because this is something new. This is something new. This is like an idea you've had that you put on the back burner, or this is some project you wanted to do. And this could be just a hobby that may turn into money, or may bring a couple to bring you together with somebody. And that this is a good thing, because it actually is going to bring unity. Now, whether that changes to like a relationship unity, or whether you become best friends unity, that's between the divine and you. I don't know, but that's between the divine and you. However, this is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's all going to be up to you and how you do it, though. Are you going to listen to your intuition? It's sort of like if you had an idea and you're like, screw it, I'm never going to do that. You're giving yourself those thoughts, those words, and that actually comes to life. So you have to take that little idea, whether you threw it in the garbage, you threw it on the back burner, maybe you actually made some plans and ideas and put them away. It's time to take them out. It's time to take them out. Again, then you have to ask the divine, show me, give me, show me how to do this, or put the resources in front of me. Now, if you're going to be here on the 1st for the fun time of asking questions and stuff, ask me about when I started my business. And you want to talk about divine interaction? I didn't want that business, my leather business or my blanket business at all. And let me tell you, I fought that puppy, but then I said, you know what? I gave in to my intuition and I went blah, 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 blah. Anyway, ask me that story on the 1st, because I will share that with you and you will get goosebumps, because that was completely divine intervention. Where did it take me? It took me to a lot of money, but it also took me to helping be the conduit for my abilities, for my talents, for my purpose, for anything like that. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. So you have to be able to recognize who you are first off. In all of this newness that is coming your way, who are you? What do you want? What is your purpose? There is a destiny, and that destiny is different than the purpose. The destiny is the steps to get to your purpose. The purpose is, what is it that the divine has given you a passion for, that fire that just never goes away? That's your purpose. What is it? And are you actually living it, or are you saying, I can't do that, it's too hard? It is hard. It is hard. To be different, it is hard. To come out as an empath and my abilities, It ended up me being pretty much a loner, which is fine. However, it's not easy every day. But do I love it? I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. So we have the Emperor again. Remember, seek the advice of somebody that has been there. This is all about a newness coming to you. This is something new. This is going to be, for those of you that are just coming in, phenomenal, because it's going to bring you harvest. It's going to bring you the career path that you've always desired and wanted. And it is scary, but you've got a power team here. Somebody is coming at you that's going to be really a power team. And now you've got wisdom. Somebody's been there. Somebody's done that. That's the person you need to reach to for a resource. And this, what is really, really cool out of this whole thing, and this is the person, thank you. So they're saying, this is the person you have to ask. Don't ask your friends. Don't ask people who've never been there. Don't ask, people who, are just giving you their opinion. That's a million times. Everybody's got their own freaking opinion. But this person here knows how to do it, knows how to get it done. And it may be somebody older, wiser, somebody of that nature. But how do they do that? I mean, for me, when I'm in my business, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a woman entrepreneur. I own my business for almost 20 years now. And so it's like people come to me because I've been there. I know how to do it as a woman business to get the lending, the resources, blah, 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 blah. That is what this is for you. If it's emotional, go to them. If it's something emotional that you want to do, if it's something spiritual you need to do, if there's some calling that you're feeling, then go to them and ask them. Ask the wise old man or woman. Do you think this is, but don't go to a secular. This is not the year for secular. Secular meaning earth, secular meaning materialistic, secular meaning that kind of thing. This is not the year. This is the year for the unseen. This is the year for happiness and joy. This is the year for getting abundance, for the things that you ask specifically for and to receive. But that doesn't stop with you. Thank you. So they're saying, just don't ask and receive and never give. That's not your purpose here. The purpose is that whoever asks of you, you should help give and receive where you can. Doesn't mean money. It could mean time. Maybe maybe they need a ride to the store. Maybe and you've got gas in your car. Maybe you're paying it forward for the family behind in McDonald's. Maybe it's somebody needs help mowing their lawn. Whatever the gift that you have that somebody doesn't. Not everybody has the ability of legs and arms and things like that. Or now we have elders that are sick that can do some of the little things. Meals on Wheels, volunteer a day. Help go feed somebody. Those kind of things. It doesn't stop with you. That's the reason why I'm doing this, is because I am the conduit. The divine has asked me to do this. I will receive what he has asked me, and now it's for you. It's not for me. These abilities and these talents are not for me. Okay. Whew. Let me see where else they want me to go. Keep getting these downloads. All right. Yeah. This is all about wands. Wow. This is something communication. There is something coming. There is a seed being planted that is coming to you about communication. Now, this could be a teaching thing. This could be something that you're going to help be teaching somebody else or sharing information with somebody else. I'm not sure who that's for. But yeah. Ooh. It's all wands. It's all wands. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got something coming fast. So the Eight of Wands, this is about fast. This is like unexpected coming in. It also could mean travel, unexpected travel. All of a sudden you're like, have to go somewhere. That could also mean that as well. But it's also about the number 8. And the number 8 is about progress or rewards. In this case, the number 8 is about progress. The rewards are going to come after you've worked on it and the process happens. All right. Wow. Where did the time go, guys? Jeez. Yes. And this newness is going to bring the sun. This newness is going to bring the sun. Now, the sun energy is phenomenal because this is also like a new energy. This is like the beginning, and this is like the beginning and the end. The sun is all about whatever you are doing. You're going out of your box, you're going out of your comfort zone, but it is a good feeling. It's a free feeling. It's like you are exposing yourself, but it's not a bad exposure. This is like, yes, this is finally what I'm doing, what I was called to do. And not only that, you're going to, when you do that, it's going to lift your vibrations. It's going to lift your energies. It's going to lift your confidence. It's going to boost it because this is what you were born in designed to do, whatever this is. But there's a lot of communication going on in this next week. But the biggest thing is there's a lot of love, which means there's unconditional help, resources, and everything coming to you. You have to be open to do it. You have to be open to ask. You cannot be shy in whatever you're doing. Successful people that are multi-billionaires and millionaires, they didn't get there by being shy. They faced their fears. They asked the questions they needed to. They learned and researched what they needed to do. Unless like some people were grandfathered in, like somebody we know that's, Anyway, they didn't learn. But anyway, this is the way the process works. So if you do that and you do your homework, what abundance. Huge, huge abundance. Huge. And it's already there given to you, already waiting for you. It's just you have to do the homework. You're just not quite ready for it because it's in the seed process. And because you've been sitting on it, whatever that is. What is it that you're sitting on that you really should have been doing for all these months, years, maybe even weeks that it just popped in that you need to be doing? Got to move. Otherwise, it becomes a pipe dream. Pipe dreams are dreams that we have that we do not make any progress towards. So that's for you guys. See if there's anything else for you guys before we go. Yeah, and it's going to change your world. This is good. This is good. This is going to change your world. The new year is looking so good for Capricorns. No, too many cards. Is there anything else, please? Is there anything else for Capricorns, please? Oh, looks like it. So this is really good. Your last two cards are phenomenal. This is going to really change. So really think in this new year, this brand new year for you, what your thinking process is, where you want to go. I will say, as I say to all my signs and in Get Balanced 2020, stop making resolutions. They don't work. Start making goals. Start sitting down and have the number one thing you need to succeed, a vision. What is it that you are passionate and fire in that side? Well, yeah, but Patty, I can only do that as a hobby. You know what? My hobby started out as a hobby, and now that's my income. And now I'm not talking about tarot. I'm talking about leather work. So that's my income. So sometimes we think too small, but if you ask and you love and have a passion for what you do, the divine has created you for that. So think about those things for a while. And this week, write them down. And actually, if you have a passion for something, it is really a good idea to write down on a piece of paper the pros and the cons. Okay, if your passion brings you a lot of pros and cons, and I'll almost say that if it is something that you have a passion for, you're going to have all pros and very little cons. Don't focus in on the cons. All right. All right, Capricorns, this is your reading. So I would love to see you guys on the 1st for just some fun stories. If you have questions, pick a card. You have a question, I'll pick a card, that kind of thing. But it's just all about fun, lifting our vibrations up, saying hello, interacting. If you want to hear some stories, I'll tell you the stories. If you've heard something that I said that you would like to know more information about, that's what this is all about. The 1st is all about you, not me. I'm just the conduit to be there for you guys. All right. So I hope you do that. And then the 29th is the full moon live reading. And if you can make it for that, that's great. It will be recorded. It's not going to be a very long one because we've already gone through so many planet things this month and last month. It's been crazy. And I can't unpack everything, but I can share as I go through my readings. And also, too, in 2021, I hope to be redoing a lot of the Get Balanced 2020 videos for you guys for free. So I hope that this has helped and resonated with you a little bit. And if I don't see you on the 29th or the 1st, I really hope I see you on the 1st. Bring a friend. Bring a friend. I would love to meet new people and I'd love to learn where you guys are from. I would love to do that. And it's all about you. So ask questions. If you want to pick a card, I'll have the cards here. If you have something you want me to address, if there's some feedback, or if you'd like to hear my hoo-hoo stories or some poltergeist stories and all the kind of weirdness that I've lived, or how to even be an empath, or how, well, actually you're born as an empath, but how to grow your abilities, those kind of things. It's all about you. I'm just going to be here free. You guys ask questions. Tell me where you're from. Let's have some fun, lift our vibrations up, and go from there for the first of the new year, because it is going to be an adjustment going from Capricorn to Aquarius. Huge adjustments and a lot more to come. All right, we will talk to you again, and take care. Have a wonderful, safe New Year's, and be good and love and lift your light up. All right, shine, baby, shine. Take care.